Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice. And yeah, we're winding down on Enomoto's route. Sort of. I mean, we're in are we in chapter 6 now? I can't even remember if we're in chapter 5 or chapter 6. You'd think I would remember this, but I don't. Whatever. And anyway, there we go. After work, I left the station and headed to the office. Ah, good old sexy cat ears, anyway. Huh. You're going home too. Shiraishi, you're usually so carefree, but you look pretty gloomy today. Did something happen? He always blurts out such annoying things. You love him, you know it. I internally groused and looked around. We were far from the entrance, so fortunately nobody was around. You know the announcement Adonis made while Ogata was on TV yesterday? I think the color they mentioned is the same as this one. I pointed at my neck over my scarf, and Shiraishi nodded. That's a reasonable deduction. So if X Day happens, then I'm going to die, along with many others. We arrested Kobayashi, but there wasn't any reaction from the collar. I was talking to Minagishi at HQ today, and he said that Sasuzuka would probably be able to find all the people with collars. I was planning on going to the office and talking to him about it. Knowing you're probably serious about it. You never change. What exactly do you mean by that? Adonis said they judge criminals. You are thinking about saving them over yourself? Of course. Adonis's definition of criminals is too broad. I can't just watch them die. I have to help. If there are others out there who've been collared like me, I can't just let them stay that way. There might not be anything I can do. If you want to find people with collars, you have a pretty good lead. Huh? Right here. Shiraishi smiled inscrutably, then he points at my neck. If the collars are all fairly similar, it shouldn't be too hard to track them. That means... You really are soft-hearted, aren't you? Huh? You do things inefficiently. You ignore your own plight and worry about others. Well, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? I'm just saying you and Enomoto are alike. Well, I think you two should stay that way. There's no need to change. I'm just a little bit envious. Shiraishi? Well, good luck. Shiraishi patted me on the shoulder and walked off. That was weird. Hello, do you know who you were talking to? He's weird. That's why we love him, but... I stood still as I watched him go. I suddenly gasped and put my hand on my neck. If everyone has the same colors I do, we might be able to take advantage of that. Sasuzuka previously said it was made with a highly sophisticated system. Back then we didn't know how they'd react, so we didn't try to check it too thoroughly. If we ignored all the risks and ran more tests, we might learn more. If it's being remotely controlled, it should transmit some sort of electrical signal. In that case, it might be possible to follow the signals to find other people with collars. I should ask Sasuzuka about this. I quickly made my way to the office while feeling grateful to Shiraishi. Oh, on the way to the office, I passed by the Shinjuku train station, and look, oh, Ogata. Oh, Adonis's announcement the other day. Well, I think the law is too ambiguous. I feel it allows true evil to roam free too often. Adonis judging the criminals themselves may actually save some people. The announcement video publicly denounced the crimes of the police officer kidnapped in April. So it stands to reason that the other 3 missing officers are also criminals awaiting judgment. If they're allowed to run free, the people they hurt would feel like there was no justice. Don't you agree? Well, you know what? I think Enomoto feels like there's no justice because you straight up... I mean, he may have punched you, but you kind of goaded him and you murdered someone and, crimes begetting crimes. Murder is too extreme, but in general, I can understand what he's getting at. People who think that he's wrong are people who haven't ever been hurt in their lives. There's truth to what he's saying, but he's literally advocating people being ruled by violence and mob justice. That's insane. A murder is one thing, but judging evil people is way too vague. And declaring all evil to be worthy of death, that's just too... opinions are tossed about in the night. Even the people on their phones stuck out to me. I did a search for God on my cell phone and find pockets of the internet that agreed with him. My boss is harassing me at work. He's my boss, so I can't say or do anything. But everyone knows that he's evil. I don't think it's wrong for him to be judged. He's evil in your opinion. How is he harassing you? What? He's expecting you to work? I mean, like, seriously? Like, what? He expects me to, like, come into work on time. What a dick. Oh, he deserves to die because you're a fuckwad. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe he's legitimately harassing you, but you can't take one person's word. Like, that's, you know what I mean? You can easily go like, oh, it's so unfair. Like, I'm such a wonderful person and my boss is so evil. Well, I'm sorry. Your boss just thinks that you should actually do the fucking job you're getting paid for instead of sitting on your ass expecting to be handed shit. But, you know what I mean? Or legitimately, their boss is literally, it could be a woman and her boss is literally sexually harassing her. And then you're like, well, okay, she's got a point. Doesn't mean he deserves to die, but he should have to pay for those actions. Right? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, but it's a gray area because you never know who's telling the truth. How do you judge that? And then you think, okay, that person's harassing you and it makes you miserable. So murdering them and making their family miserable makes you the exact same person that you were just fighting against. Then you have to die. And then, oh, wait. Then that person's family wants you to die. And then your family says they want that. And it's just a cycle. It never ends until everybody's dead. You know why? Because humans suck. So, I mean, you think you have a basis until you realize it spirals out of control. Like, anyway. I'm being bullied at school. I couldn't tell anyone and considered suicide. See, that's terrible. So doesn't this mean the bullies are definitely evil? Yeah, but then if you want to believe certain things, you're evil for thinking about suicide. So, I mean, you know. What? Where's the line? Nobody seems to think, like, there has to be a line somewhere, and Adonis doesn't seem to have one. Guys, it's a slippery slope into everybody dead. They've done enough to be called that, and they should be judged. They don't deserve to live. Okay, that, and then thinking that you have the right to decide somebody else should die makes you oh my god, people are fucking shitty, man. This is just proof of it. People who felt persecuted were expressing support for Okada's views. Evil exists everywhere. If all evil people died, life would be better. Yeah, but then everyone would, yeah, well, okay, that's true, because everyone would legit be dead. Because everyone is evil to someone in some way, shape, or form. Some people even felt that Adonis had given them a chance to rid society of evil. This can't be allowed. Unable to tolerate the atmosphere, I sprinted off. I arrived at the office and Minheo welcomed me with a worried look. Oh, he's worried about us. Look at it. Oh, precious. I was about to call you. It's cold outside. I'll make something warm for you. Thank you. His caring expression looked painful. He must have been worried about me and the collar. Minheo disappeared into the kitchen, so I looked around the room. Yanagi was looking through a newspaper article about the incidents. Sasazuka was at his own seat researching something. Sasazuka... Click, 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 click. I came to the office to ask you something about my collar. If we isolate the signal from the collar and track it, won't we be able to locate the whereabouts of other people with collars? Sasazuka stopped typing the moment those words left my lips. If it's possible that would work, then I'd like to try it. Hey, what are you saying? I turned around to see that Minheo had rushed in with a troubled look on his face. You heard the voice from that collar. If Adonis thinks you're doing anything disadvantageous for them, they'll kill you. Took me a minute. I know that, but... Yoshino, I agree with Enomoto. And Sasazuka's like, whatever, I don't give a crap about you. Let me test this collar. Yanagi quietly spoke as he looked at the collar on my neck. I've personally seen you suffer from the poison in the collar. I can't let you do anything that'll risk your life. Oh, I know you're not our boyfriend, but that's so adorable. I love you. I love them all. I really do. This game is amazing. I knew that Minheo and Yanagi both cared deeply for me. If they just want to find Adonis by whatever means necessary, then they wouldn't have stopped me. They're prioritizing my life here. I should be thankful for that. Because I knew that just pained me even more. I know that there's danger, but if there's a possibility...
No! If there's even a small chance of you dying, then I won't allow it.
Oh, baby, I love you so much. He's a good boyfriend. Like, Mineo experienced Fuji's death, so knew all too well how it felt to have someone close die. So he knew all too well how it felt to have someone close die. I knew that he would oppose it, but even so, don't do it. He's even more worried than when we first started to investigate the collar. Back then, we just met, and I didn't know whether I should trust you or not. But now, things are different. There's nobody better equipped to handle this than Sasazuka. I think there's a good reason to try this now. Jeez, stop pulling this act in front of me, you two. Just get a room.
This isn't gonna act. We're being serious here.
Serious? You think I'll do anything that would let her die? Well?
He's like, the look on his face is like, well, I mean, you're kind of a dick, so maybe.
Kinagi, too. Just trying to ensure nobody gets hurt doesn't make it the right call every time. Sometimes you have to take a chance. Isn't now that time? Spacey can't read.
Why are you so calm? If you take a chance that something happens to her...
It's stupid to take risks with no reward. I only gamble when the timing and odds are high. Right. Cat, did you receive any orders from the collar while we were gone? No. So theoretically, they've heard this entire conversation, but they're not saying anything. Therefore, either checking that signal isn't detrimental to them, or the collar's surveillance isn't working right now.
Hey, don't taunt the perpetrator. We don't know anything on their end.
If they had a problem with this, they would have spoken up a while ago. In fact, they'd have said something the moment we talked about it. With the failed bombing of the Metropolitan Office, it's obvious there's some confusion among Adonis. Something could be distracting them right now, and that gives us an opening to research the collar. Really? However, we don't know how deep we can go and still be considered safe. I'll try and stay clear of that line, but there are still risks here. I trust your skills, Sasazuka. I can't just do nothing and let people become victims the next day. If I'm gonna die fighting. Seems like the stupid cat's made up her mind. So what about you two? Are you still opposed?
I don't want her to be in any pain. I never ever want to see that. But she's made up her mind. So this isn't the time to be weak-willed.
Are you sure about this, Enomoto? Hey! My decision, my body, my choice. You don't get a say just because you have a penis. Jesus.
Are you okay with your girlfriend?
Whoa. No, I get it. They're your friends, and they're like, I don't know if you should do, like, you're thinking about yourself. We're trying to think about you, and, like, somebody has to think about you because you're being a dumbass thinking about everybody else but yourself. But this is almost like, are you sure you're okay with your girlfriend making decisions on her own? Well, I don't know. Like, let's not be sexist here. No, I know. They're just thinking about us as friends because, again, we're a heroine in a Romance Yotome game, which means we're fucking stupid, and we're gonna Darkwing Duck this shit, and we're gonna do some dangerous shit. Let's be dangerous and stupid and worry about everybody but myself. I mean, noble pursuits, right? Like, if this can help find other people with the collar so we can potentially save more people, yes, I understand what she's thinking, but at least somebody else is thinking about her because she ain't thinking about herself.
Yeah, I know how determined she is better than anyone, as well as what she wants to protect. I don't want to deny her fight.
Deny her of her fight. Okay. Mineo, Hoshino and Enomoto, you two both really try your best to make sure that you're helping others. You're really alike. Yanagi squinted at us and then turned to Sasazuka. Sasazuka, can I ask you to proceed? That was my intention from the start. Dumb cat. Sit yourself down. Look at him like, look, he's excited. Yeah. I sat down on the sofa and Sasazuka typed up something in his computer. Right next to him, Mineo watched everything and swallowed hard. It's okay. I'm sure Sasazuka will be able to do this. Oh, God. Well, I don't think we're going to die unless we have a choice. Like, of doing something or being like, yeah, keep going or stop. Like, my entire body was all tensed up, prepared for any emergencies, but unexpectedly, Sasazuka's hand stopped. Maybe he'd found something. Or perhaps he's been stopped by the collar's security measures. I stopped myself from peppering Sasazuka with numerous questions I had and looked at him with the numerous questions I had. That makes more sense. I can follow the data managing the collar and access the main system. Really?
Seeing how Adonis isn't stopping you, could you take over their system?
My gut says that wouldn't be impossible, except... Something worrying you? First off, it'll take time to get through their security. However, that means the data that's being protected by all that intense security must be really important. Additionally, once I take over the system, I can overwrite the collar's data.
So it'd be possible to remove the collars. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah. Mineo's always interrupted by Sasazuka every time he's about to say something important, but today was different.
I'm worried about this for a while. Fuji wasn't the only one kidnapped in April, right?
He nods in response to Mineo's words. There were 4 people in that video. Though it showed them all being shot, Fuji was the only one found at the scene. The other 3 have not been seen again. The bloodstains meant they weren't killed there, and didn't they say there didn't seem to be enough blood to have been murdered anyway? I don't remember if they said that, or that was me just questioning it. The search for them was ongoing, but they didn't seem to have any real leads. It was prior to the quarantine. There's a chance they're outside Shinjuku now. If we can narrow down the range a little, we could do a search. But because we didn't know anything about where they were taken, it was frustrating. I have no idea why we went from the collar to all of a sudden the missing cops. Are we going to get back to are we going to put 2 and 2 together here? Mineo saw me bite my lip and he looked up as if he just recalled something.
The 3 of them are criminals in Adonis's eyes. Could it be possible they'll be publicly executed on X Day?
Okay, thank you. Oh, I saw God on TV program earlier and he mentioned something like that. They might have collars placed on them, so that implies they aren't dead yet.
Yeah, they're alive. They're being imprisoned so they can be used later. They're wearing the same type of collar. Shouldn't it be possible for us to find out where the 3 of them are?
Especially if they're being held together. Looks like the idiot zygotes evolved a bit. I'll be blunt. It's possible. But if they notice us and counterattack, it's over. But we might still be able to save the 3 cops. And you're talking about this with me in the room, with the collar, and so they already know what you're doing, so. If they notice, well, if they're listening, they already know. They were shown on screen even when Fuji was murdered. They were wearing masks, but they must have heard the gunshots. They must have been fearful, wondering when they would be next. It must have been a living hell. Can we prioritize finding the collars for those 3?
But don't you want your collar off as soon as possible? The risk attached to them finding out is the same either way.
Yes, but I think they're in a much more serious situation than I am. We can remove my collar once they've all been safely recovered. You need to actually, like, remove all the collars, like, disengage all the collars for everybody, because you find them, and if you don't get their collars off, Adonis can remote kill them, just like they can use, so, just saying. Our system intrusion will be discovered by Adonis sooner or later. They'll likely increase security or rework their security entirely. We risk not being able to remove your collar and them knowing we were in the system. I'm honestly afraid, but I'm not the only person who's afraid right now. Fear can't be the sole justification for me being saved first.
Normal women would hesitate, but you just gotta go and put it like that, huh? You're so brave, it's annoying.
What? I'm just saying what I'm thinking.
I know. I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just reaffirming that the woman I love is a badass.
Why are you saying that at a time like this? What's a better time to express that than right now? You too, Yanagi! So what's the call? You decide who to prioritize. Don't mind me for now. Prioritize finding the whereabouts of the 3 police officers.
Wait a second. Can't we do both at the same time?
Huh?
Whether you look for the 3 or figure out how to remove the collar, you have to break into the main system, right? Takeru, you do that while I go and try and physically look for the 3 cops.
You're going to look? How are you going to do that without any leads?
I do have a lead. Donna said in their first announcement that they're going to make Shinjuku the starting point of the rebirth. So obviously they must have them in prison somewhere here in Shinjuku. What are you going to check every fucking area? Your brain seems to be working in overdrive today. Maybe you're using up a lifetime of thinking now. The life of the woman I love is on the line. Of course I'll step it up. Aw, he's so sweet. He just keeps professing his love to us in front of other people. I love it. Mineo maintained the serious expression on his face despite Sasazuka's biting sarcasm. He reassured me to know that he was so focused on helping me. I was like, what? Shinjuku is still a huge search area. It'll be difficult to do it by yourself. I'll take care of it with my instinctual tracking ability and guts. Don't get in over your head. Though it won't be much. I'll help out too. Huh? Yanagi, you too? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, he's my best friend. Cute. You think I'll just abandon you guys? Heo and I are moved by Yanagi's kindness. I mean, we're all in this together and we're all trying to find the same thing, and him being like, good luck with that, guys. I'm just going to be over here twiddling my thumbs, writing in my journal, eating candy. Like, what the fuck? Like, of course. Duh. Prioritizing those three is fine, but there's a limit to what I can do while I've infiltrated Adonis's network. What? Really? Considering who we're up against, yes. Also, Cybercrimes and Investigations HQ is working to locate the target, aren't they? If we need to speed things up, then working with them is going to be the best way. That's true. Minagishi also told me that getting Sasazuka's help would be best. Takeru, you might not like it, but would you mind cooperating with Investigations HQ for us? Don't try and persuade me with teary eyes. You're gross. Screw you. Sasazuka, I'd like to ask you that too. Can you please help with the investigation? Fine, I'll do it. Thank you, Sasazuka. Takeru, believed in you. I knew you wouldn't forsake your friends. I knew your warm-heartedness more than anyone. Huh? Who said I'd do it for free? Huh? It's a matter of give and take. Did you forget what I said before? What you said before? When Mineo bowed down to him, Sasazuka said that Mineo had to be his hand servant, and that his help cost 10 donuts. I think that's what the conditions were. There's gonna be a pretty hefty fee. Make sure you have enough money to pay it. Could you possibly give me a friendship discount? You need to be my friend first for that to apply. He's the devil! I know, I love him though. I love him so much. Shut up. Stop complaining. Yanagi had been quietly watching over this exchange, and he suddenly spoke up. Sasazuka, if you're going to cooperate with HQ, you may have to reveal Hoshino's collar. Oh. For the time being, I'll only tell Minagishi. Is that alright with you, you dumb cat? Yeah. Since they'd be cooperating with the police, we couldn't withhold our information. But I didn't want to tell the police about this. I didn't want to cause myself extra trouble. If this information gets back to Adonis, I may be killed immediately. But I believed that this was a good opening, so I took the chance. I'm sure you're worried. No matter what I say, your mind's made up and it couldn't make a difference. So instead I'll respond with action. We will find those three people with the same collar as you and save them. His words were filled with a powerful determination, so I nodded. Yeah. We'd all joined force in an attempt to release the people from their collars. But is it gonna work? We're in chapter 6, like, I don't know how long this chapter is. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. But here's the funny thing, right? We're in chapter 6, but I'm wondering... I mean, maybe there are more chapters. Maybe... I just saw that, like, when I was scrolling through, looking at something, I saw, like, 6. And that could just be, maybe you don't have choices after that? I don't know. But, because, I mean, we're only on December 19th. So I get it that we're not going to be able to wrap up. We can't wrap up the full investigation the next day because that's going to be Yanagi's part, right? But it's weird. It's kind of like... So I kind of like that. It's kind of like the way Seven Scarlet worked, except for hopefully none of them fucking die. Okay, because fuck that. But that was like you doing a little bit of investigations on that, and you're like, oh, okay, we didn't find my brother, and you left. And then the next part, you learned a little bit more, and you learned a little bit more, and it was slowly until all of a sudden everything came out. And that's the way this is going to be, right? You're doing a little bit, you're solving one case, but you have no idea what the other cases are. You're going to solve all the other cases, and then when you get to Yanagi, you're going to solve fucking everything, right? You're going to solve the bigger crimes. So as you're playing through the entire game, you learn everything. So, but it's just I'm just kind of curious like how they're going to wrap this up with you. Like, you know what I mean? Because at least in Seven Scarlet, you could be like, okay, well, we didn't find my brother and we're going home. Wait, what? Okay. But this is like, okay, well, we didn't find the people in the collar and we're just going to wait for me to die. Well, wait. You know what I mean? Like, this one has like a final moment, like X Day. So what's going to happen? Like, interesting. I'm curious. Anyway, Ogata, would you mind waiting for us for a little bit? We'll give you a call just as soon as the studio's ready for you. All right. Adonis's announcement became the impetus to get me more exposure in the media. After I won by innocence in court, Adonis hasn't given me any more orders. Or rather, the video announcement declared that my opinions were unrelated to Adonis's will. Adonis, according to Zero. Ooh, Zero. According to Jigsaw, after my part in the July incident, it was planned for me to be caught. After I was acquitted, I was supposed to become the spokesperson for Adonis. I fulfilled all my duties until now. So why? I don't understand why they would just discard me now. I had a bad feeling when I heard that Fuji's murderer had been caught. Adonis could have planned on using me and then cast me aside from the start. They said they were going to cause X Day, but their actual intentions are unknown. Because Adonis is a faceless organization, I was to use my new profile in the media to sway their opinion and gain their trust. There are more people who have begun to agree with me. Could it be possible that my words are not those of Adonis, and not those of Adonis can change this nation? Each citizen has the right to judge evil. If I focus on that point, they will change. Oh my god, they're gonna have him killed. That's right, I don't need Adonis. They were just using me as a pawn. Then I'll use them as a stepping stone and change this nation. Whoa, dude. I see. That's somewhat unbelievable. But with Sasuzuka going this far out of his way, I know I can believe this information. Kind of forget the voice we gave him, but whatever. I was afraid of revealing the existence of my color, but Minagishi didn't escalate the situation and calmly looked over Sasuzuka and me. That's a great proposition for us, too. I promise your color will be kept secret. Thank you. I'm glad that we got that dealt with quickly. And with the work we're about to do, she needs to be close by. Yes, I'll tell Mochita of the circumstances about without revealing the collar. Yes, please. I'll head over to that's Takeru. Whoops. I'll head over to the cybercrimes team to see what progress they've made so far. After he said that, Sasuzuka briskly walked away. Considering your situation, I can understand how dangerous of a gamble this is for you. Once the main analysis of the data begins, it's gonna be a tense situation. It may not be much consolation, but please rest up while you still can. Yes, thank you for your consideration, sir. I exit Investigations HQ and touch the collar over my clothes. I told Minagishi the circumstances, and I'm not dead yet. This proves the perpetrators aren't watching me. But I don't know when they'll resume. I can't let my guard down. Or they've let you go, because I still am really concerned about Akito. Hey! No. Hey! Hoshino! There you are! I've been looking for you all over. Me? Did something happen? Well, I was gonna eat lunch. Mukai? With Mukai today. Oh, when I went over to field operations, she was going berserk.
I can't deal with her alone like this, so can you please help me out? Huh? Help? I don't know what I can say to help. That's totally fine. You just need to be there. Well, if that's all you need me to do, I understand. All right, let's meet up at Field Hops in 5 minutes. She patted me on the shoulder and quickly darted off. Lunch with Sakuragawa. So fucking hard to say her name. I have to pause every time. I've never really talked with Mukai before, so I'm a little nervous. Well, it'll be a good distraction to keep my mind off the collar. I mentally switched gears and headed to my desk to get my bento box. Lunch in hand, I visited Field Hops. Oh! Eriko. I was like, who's Mukai? Like, I don't know if I know her. I assumed it was a woman, but yeah, okay, we do know her. Mukai was squinting angrily and was obviously not in a good mood. Is something wrong? Hey, Hoshino! Right when I was about to speak to Mukai, Sakuragawa attempted to stop me. But Mukai seized upon the opportunity. It's way, way beyond just something wrong, Hoshino! I don't remember the voice we gave her either, but anyway. Mukai's fuse was lit and she was furiously pointing. And she furiously pointed at the desk across from her. Oh god. Now she's gonna sit there and say that he's evil? Director Shiraishi is bad, and he's still director. He's been absent without any excuse. Huh? So this is Shiraishi related. This is gonna take a while. Really? The director is just way too irresponsible. He just up and vanishes all the time. I had to go to all sorts of places to clean up after him so that everything kept working. Oh, when I first met her, she was talking about how she had to take care of Shiraishi. I realized now what she meant, but Mukai's pent-up anger didn't stop there. She thinks he's evil because she's got to clean up his work for him and blah, blah, blah. See? Where's the line, bitches? Where's the line? If he were a teenager, then maybe I could understand this behavior. But the chief is already 29. He's older than I am. He has job responsibilities to uphold. I don't know how many times I asked him to let us know before he's just going to disappear. I tell him every single time. Mukai, please calm down. I am calm. In fact, I'm calmer than ever. That looks is terrifying. She's really angry. Mukai, you're scaring Hoshino. Maybe hunger is clouding your mind. How about we fill our stomachs for now? We can talk after that. I guess that's fine. Sakuragawa must be used to this. She calmed down Mukai pretty quickly. I thought Mukai was much more mature than this. I feel a shared bond with her because she has to put up with Shiraishi too. Still, where could Shiraishi have run off to? Well, it's not like this is the first time, so I'm sure he'll come back eventually. But see, that makes it sound like she's flipping out, like he's bad. Not like, oh my god, he's aggravating me and frustrating. She, like, to me, sounds like she's flipping out like he's evil. When I saw people who were going through their own trials, it helped me calm down. Sakuragawa would probably be calmer when she does analysis because she calmed Mukai down. Still, all I can do here is organize the materials and get tea for everyone. Sasazuka and the cybercrimes members were quietly conducting their analysis. As far as I could tell from their conversation, they haven't been stopped yet. If it goes well, they might be able to access Adonis's data within a few days. If they can do that, they might be able to find the missing police officers. I don't think they should have us in the room. You know what I mean? Because if Adonis decides to spy on us again, we're there and they know what we're doing. Like, hello? I don't know, loophole? Hoshino! Yes? Minagishi jumped into the investigations HQ with a stern look, but he relaxed when he saw me. It doesn't look like there were any abnormalities. Huh? Abnormalities? What are you talking about? We just responded to an incident that was caused by a girl influenced by Okado's words. I had a feeling that these things would start happening, but I didn't think that would start happening so quickly. An incident? You mean a murder? No, the victim was given first aid in time, and it looks like they'll survive. He's like runs in. Hoshino! What? Okay, looks like you're fine. What? Well, nothing. People are dying. No big deal. Nothing. We didn't do anything and accidentally blow up a collar, and we just thought maybe it was you. I mean, It was so like, what's going on? Anyway, the perpetrator's motive was that she claimed the victim stole her lover. Just as Ogata said, she's insisting that she's only using her right to judge evil within her own hands. There was no coin at the scene of the crime, but one could be found later. As of now, we can't determine whether Adonis is involved. The announcement from the last time made it seem that Adonis's message is unrelated to Ogata. By the looks of the December incidents, it seems like Adonis isn't a unified organization anymore. No, Ogata's getting in the fucking way, and he's a wrench in the works. Like, they thought they had this smooth little clockwork gear, and he just fucking threw something in there. Haha, I just threw a wrench in your cogs. And he's just fucking up the works. They're gonna kill his ass. He is going down. Anyway, yes, with the attempted bombing on the 15th, the situation is still uncertain. We don't know if Adonis caused this incident or is completely uninvolved. That will change the investigation's course. It'll even affect the analysis of your collar. We will have to interrupt that for today. Huh? But then, Hoshino, you suggested that we try this knowing it puts your own life at stake. A police officer must risk their lives to save others. There are no exceptions. However, not many actually do so. You, however, did. You trusted the police. I'll not let that go to waste. Minagishi, we must determine if the perpetrator's related to Adonis prior to resuming the analysis. I'm sorry. Thank you. No need to apologize. It's only temporary. We may resume the analysis again as early as tomorrow. I'm sure you can't feel calm with those shackles still on you, but I swear that we'll do our best. If the situation changes, I'll contact you, so please go home for the day. I understand. I'll excuse myself now. I expressed my gratitude to Minagishi and turned to leave. I gathered my belongings and left the office when my cell phone rang. Who could it be? Yes, I was hoping it was boyfriendo. I took out the cell phone and saw that it was a call from Mineo. Could it be that he made progress in his search? Yes, this is Hoshino. Why would you say that? You know it's your boyfriend. You'd be like, "Sup, boy?" Like, okay, maybe you wouldn't answer the phone like that. Please, nobody actually answer the phone like that. But you'd be like, "Hey." You'd be like, if it's someone you don't know, or if it's a professional call, you're like, "Hello," or you might say, like, Spacey's phone or whatever. But you like, or in this case, yes, this is Hoshino. Like, if it's a business call, right? It's your boyfriend, bitch. You don't answer it like, "You've reached the desk of Spacey Hoshino. How may I direct your call?" Like, actually, you might do that just to be funny, but you know what I mean? You should just be like, "Hey, what's up?" "No, sorry to call you at work. I heard about that Ogata-related incident, so I got worried about you." You were worried about me? Of course I am. I know that you're worrying the most at anyone over there. I actually want to be by your side. So that's what he thinks right now. That kind of makes me happy. I love that. I was worried about you. Were worried about me? He's your boyfriend. God, she's so dense. I love it. Oh, oh. It's like we get to see him while we were talking to him. Saying this out loud makes me feel a bit embarrassed, but I do love. Oh, Mineo. What? Whoa! What are you doing here? They want to make sure that today's incident isn't tied to Adonis, so they stopped the analysis. Huh? Oh my god, was he outside the whole time? Like, I wanted to see you. I came over, and so she's like out. She like walks outside, like, "Hey," and he's like, "What the fuck?" Oh, anyway. Oh, really? But I didn't think I'd get to see you. So you startled me. Me too. But now that I see your face, I feel much better. Oh, how's the search going? Yanagi and I looked around abandoned factories and storage areas, but didn't find anything. I see. Investigations HQ also had people on it. But if the search continued without results, people would start to get restless. No, but I checked out the area near where Ogata lived during today's search. I've asked around about him. Did you find out something? Really? You asked around and everybody told you shit? I can understand Yanagi doing it, but I mean, after what happened, Neo was quiet for a while, but then he spoke with a perplexed look on his face. Ogata seemed to be someone who had a strong sense of justice in the past. He was kind of a saint in some ways. What? That much?
When I talk to people, they all say he helped them somehow or that he was a stand-up guy.
That Ogata. I guess we wouldn't know until we asked.
Yeah, because he was that type of person, I'm sure it only made the arrest feel worse. His pain probably runs deeper than we thought.
And as a reaction to it, he's doing this now. It's not just Adonis anymore. We have to stop Ogata, too. Not a day goes by where I don't see Ogata on TV. That's when they should get a camera with, like, and record it with the sound to, like, live stream it and then go up to him and be like, look, I know what you did. You purposely did that to make me punch you so that I would understand how it feels. Like, look, blah, blah, blah. And, like, try to be the rational person so that when he goes, oh, whoa, blah, 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 and goes all psycho, everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's psycho. You need to stop, man. You were a good person once. Like, he instigated today's attempted murder. There could be more to follow. And to prevent that, we have to get the public thinking about something else.
Yeah, I thought about putting us on stage with Ogata somewhere and then we could both just speak our minds. See?
But with Ogata's personality, he'll probably take advantage of us.
Yeah, I need to have a plan of attack. That's why I came up with something while I was asking around. I don't know if it'll work, but I want to know what Ogata's really thinking.
Heyo, you think what he's saying on TV isn't what he really wants?
He's probably a different man now, but there's no doubt that he's fixated on justice. We can't just let him be.
Mineo seems to have made up his mind and is getting pretty lively. In the same way that you understood what I'm trying to do, I want to support you in whatever you want to do too. Whatever you want to do. I told him that, and Mineo gave me a smile. He wanted to say something, but stopped himself. I internally wondered what's wrong and followed his eyes. I saw some police officers talking to each other while looking at us.
If we keep talking here, they might say something bad about you.
I don't care about that. Normally I'd want to stay out of sight until there was less of a crowd. But right now, Mineo, you're working to help Ogata and the three kidnapped cops. I'm proud to have you as my lover. Oh,
not boyfriend, your lover. Oh, well, you have not become lovers yet. You haven't even kissed him, for fuck's sake.
I want to shout it to the world and brag about it.
You... Don't catch me off guard with that. Damn it, why are you so cute? It's annoying. I want to hug you.
Please do. Do you want to do it now?
I really want to, but we'll save our public hug for a special day. Instead, let's just go with this.
He took my hand and started walking with me, trailing behind him. Mineo's ears are all red. He was so straightforward before we were dating. I couldn't help but smile, but since Mineo's walking in front of me, he probably can't tell that I'm smiling. He probably knows. He's probably hoping you are. Please come in. We can have a private hug. We held hands as Mineo escorted me back to my house. I don't want him to leave. Oh, tell him that. Fucking tell him that! Neither of us let go as time slowed to a standstill. Mineo was obviously tired from his search. I didn't want to keep him. Mineo.
Sis?
Mineo?
Hey, you don't get to call my boyfriend by his first name.
Wait, do you? I don't care. I don't know. Like, I jumped and turned around to see Kazuki sitting there with his guitar.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
He spotted us holding hands and tried to walk away.
Well, wait! Little brother Hoshino! This might be a little sudden, but your sister and I have started dating, so you can call me Big Brother.
He's like, no.
Huh? What's with the awkward silence?
Wow. You're totally different from the guy who saved me.
Huh? I was being totally serious here. Did I just mess it up?
You're just getting way ahead of yourself. If you were gonna get married, that's one thing.
Marriage? I'm so nervous. I'm skipping steps here. Sorry, I messed up. Forget what I just said.
I fucking love him. He doesn't know how to do this. You're such a fucking nerd. We shouldn't stand out here. Let's continue inside. I tried to ease Mineo's depression as we entered my home. Oh, let him stay with you. Once inside, Mineo stood in front of Kazuki and me and kneeled.
So let's start over.
Let's start over. He's kneeling.
I'm Mineo Inamoto. I began dating your sister. Oh, I may be inexperienced. I hope we have a great life together.
I may be inexperienced. Oh, God, you did not just tell our brother that because that's just awkward. Like, sweetie, you don't need to
broadcast that. He placed his hands on the floor and bowed. Kazuki is dumbfounded, and you're like, yeah, everyone's like, well, your boyfriend's weird. Mineo, that's still kind of weird. I whispered some help to Mineo, and he jumped up with a surprised look on his face. Huh? Tsunaishi told me that's how you're supposed to greet a relative when you start dating someone. He was probably teasing you. He stumbled backward and leaned on the wall. I had no words to help him. I fucking love how dramatic he is. I can picture him stumbling back against the wall like, oh, why would Tsunaishi lie to me? Because he's a dick? That's why we love him. Kazuki, he always messes up like this, but Mineo is an earnest person. I can't. If he's doing that naturally, too hilarious. Huh? I thought Kazuki would act colder, but he just busted out laughing instead. You like that? Then everything is all right. The sight of Mineo with his fist in the air only made Kazuki laugh even harder. I thought he wasn't a bad person, but now I'm positive. You wouldn't hit anyone without a reason. That video was all a setup. Little brother Hoshino, you're a great guy. That's nothing special. Actually, please stop calling me that. Yeah, I see. Then I'll call you Kazuki. You can just call me Mineo, too. He already did, but anyway. Oh, by the way, great timing. Got your concert the other time, and I really love Ishiki's music. If you have a CD, can I borrow it? Oh, and give me some other recommendations. Well, if you insist, sure. Oh, we've set a date for the next concert. Kazuki takes out a ticket from his bag and hands it to me. I did say I'd tell you when the next one is. Mineo, you should come too. Thank you. The concert is in 2 days. Well, if you just started dating, I didn't want to butt in too much. Nothing. Mineo, follow me. It seemed like they're getting along. Mineo followed Kazuki. Oh, that's adorable. The last time Mineo came over, Kazuki was in a pretty bad mood. I saw this with Hanako Kobayashi. Mineo is good at making connections with people. I'm sure this is how he truly is. Because of the issue with Fuji, he seemed to have buried his true personality a bit. He is really good at making connections with people, but not talking to girls, especially when he's in love with them. If he has no interest in them, he's probably fine talking to them, but not pretty girls where he's like, oh, she's pretty, I'm attracted to her. Like us. I still haven't figured out what Ogata is actually like. We're on opposing sides, so I'm sure Ogata wouldn't reveal himself that easily. Mineo isn't trying to arrest Ogata as a criminal. He's trying to save him. I think that only Mineo knows how to possibly accomplish that. The fuck was that? You're here. What was that noise? Why are our curtains swinging? Okay, I don't know. Even being told so many cruel things, Mineo wouldn't stop trying to bridge the gap. I also want to be able to walk alongside him. We're going to Kyoto, where I will walk alongside him. Bird, what's going on over here? Hold on. Sorry! Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. I don't know. Something weird's fucking... I don't know. Anyway. Sorry, I had to just I had to do some investigating in the house. Hold on. Did I accidentally bump that? Like, I also want to... Okay. Yeah, I want to go. Okay. I don't know when I might be killed by Adonis, but I was staying strong thanks to him. I put a lot of work into dinner in order to help Mineo recuperate for tomorrow. Make him stay. Seeing him eat with such a big smile on his face warmed my heart, too. Man, that song was amazing! I got goosebumps all over. I know, right? The last track is absolutely the best on that CD. They were enjoying a conversation, but I couldn't join in. If I'd known it would be like this, I would have borrowed a CD from Kazuki. Since I couldn't feign knowledge on the topic, all I could do was listen. It's great that these two are getting along so well, though. But I felt a bit sad because I was excluded from the conversation. Don't be jealous. Let your brother and your boyfriend bond, okay? Hey, Mineo, I still want to chat. Why don't you stay over tonight? You just invited our boyfriend to sleep over. I'm okay with this. Like, huh? Why are you surprised? It's not like you're just staying at a woman's apartment. Well, no, but wouldn't it be a problem for me to stay here so suddenly? It's not a big deal, right? Akito crashes here all the time, too.
if it's all right with you, Minhale, I don't mind. She's like, I really want you to. I do. I want to be his body pillow again. I got some spare bedding that my friend uses, so I'll get it ready for you. Kazuki disappeared and the living room suddenly became quiet. I'd be like, I kind of want you to sleep in my room with me. Please sneak in. I feel nervous since we're under the same roof. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yes. I'm sorry I'm so lame. I'm just not used to this. It might be weird, but I just feel so happy. Huh? No matter what happens, you're close enough that I can't help you. You're close enough that I can help you right away. If I can help at all, it makes me happy. He's so fucking adorable. Why is he so cute? Jesus, I can't handle it. I've been running around wanting to protect you. When I realized that it was you who's been protecting me all along. Thanks to your effort, I've come this far. Well, I guess it's not good to run headfirst into things. What's right and what's wrong changes depending on the person, after all. What's wrong? Well, not having strict definitions is a good idea. Adonis and Ogata both want to judge the evil in this world, but they don't need to declare a definition of what they think it means. Yeah, what they're trying to do is kind of like brainwashing. Ogata wasn't like that in the beginning. If he sees his past, he might snap out of this. There's a thing called shock therapy. Might be more effective than my words. Inhale? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking ahead. The idea that I just came up with might actually be worth trying. From the way you're talking, it seems like you came up with a good plan. Yeah. Once the thing with the collar settles down, I'm gonna face Ogata. I've decided not to run away from him. You want to go for... The bath is... What do you bathe and then the next... Gross. Drain the water. Like, you want to go first, and then I'll go, and then you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Weird. The bath is... It's just seriously like, I drew up there's a tub of water. It just makes it sound like the Middle Ages, right? We're like, okay, so you get in and wash, and then the next person gets in and wash. Ew! And then the water just gets dirtier and dirtier, and soon the last person is like, I'm just bathing in filthy water. And everybody else is stank. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm reading here, and it's just really, really gross. Like, dude, this is potentially the future. Please, But I know he's like, I drew the bath so you can get in. And it's like, yeah, I can draw my own bath. That's weird. But I guess it's just really nice in Japan. They're like, I'm really plain. I drew a bath for you. That's cute. I could do it myself, though. But okay, sure. Do you want me to draw you one when I'm done? Like, Mineo, the bath is ready. You want to go first? Bath? No, I'd feel bad to bathe first. Wait, or is it worse if I go last? Mineo buried his head in his hands. His handsome facade was instantly shattered. Mineo, I knew I shouldn't laugh at him, but I couldn't help it. Mineo sulked a bit, so Kazuki and I both consoled him. It's okay, baby. You just don't know how to be a human. It's almost Christmas! It wasn't often a man stayed over, so I was actually a bit nervous myself. It's morning now. Nothing happened, unfortunately. After the bath, he and Kazuki started chatting some more, but Mineo fell asleep soon after. A sloop was the asleep soon combo. I guess he was exhausted from running around all day. I want to let him sleep, but I want to see his face before I go to work. But Kazuki is with him, so it feels bad to wake them. I made breakfast hoping they would come and eat, but that didn't happen. No point in worrying about it. I should at least check if they're awake. I head to Kazuki's room while thinking that. Oh, Kazuki. Here you are. What are you nervous about? Mineo's still asleep, so go and wake him up. Huh? I won't get in your way. I'll just head off to the living room. You go wake your boyfriend up in my room. Creepy. Weird. Hey! I don't need you to be courteous that way. I protest, but Kazuki ignores me and goes into the living room. Like, I make breakfast. I'm just gonna wake him. It's no big deal. I've tended to him when he was passed out drunk, too. Yeah, and look how well that worked out. Oh. CG. CG if I'm sleeping. Mineo, can I come in? I just asked as a precaution, but there wasn't any response. Excuse me. Sumimasen. I tried not to make a sound and entered Kazuki's room. Mineo was all rolled up in a blanket, sleeping with a smile. How adorable! It's so hard to wake him up. Yanagi lived with him, so I wondered how he dealt with waking him up. He probably wakes himself up. I told myself to remember to ask next time and tried to call out to Mineo. Mineo, it's morning. Please get up. This will be tough. Mineo, if you wake up now, you'll be able to eat some freshly made breakfast. Food. That's good. He reacted. I wanted to make something that would give you energy, so I made a 3-part bowl. I also made lunch, so go ahead and take that if you'd like to eat it. Lunch? A bento made by my wife. And a goodbye kiss. We haven't ever kissed him before. Married life. But we're not married and you're sleeping in my brother's room. This is adorable. Married life is like a dream. It's paradise. Mineo, please wake up. Mineo jumped up and blinked a few times before looking at me. No, you're in an apron. Was I just dreaming about being seen off? You were talking in your sleep, but what kind of dream were you having? You know what kind of dream he was having. Huh? Did I say a bunch of stuff again? I didn't say anything weird, did I? I feel like I should tease him a bit. You did! I feel like I should tease him a bit. So that's obviously you did as opposed to saying nothing. Yeah. Yep, you totally did. You talked about getting a goodbye kiss and living a happy married life. What? Sorry. I guess you're weirded out by that now. No, I find it fucking adorable. I'm not. Mineo, you also said you were so happy. It was a bit embarrassing, but I'm also happy that you said that. Crap. Hearing that from you right after waking up makes me feel so happy. It really does feel like we're married. I mean, we literally just started dating like 3 days ago. Man, you move fast. It's like because we've known each other for like 6 years and now we're finally using first names. It's like marriage. It's like a proposal. It's pretty much like a fucking proposal at this point. This has much more impact than hearing him talk in his sleep. Oh, I didn't say this yet. Good morning. Oh, I didn't say this yet. Good morning. He's like, yeah, well, good morning. By the way, let's change the topic. Good morning, Mineo. We faced each other and said our greetings. Felt a bit awkward for some reason. Great. I feel energized. I think I'm ready to do some good work today. You haven't had breakfast yet. It's prepared in the living room, so go ahead. See, like, this is the living room, but it's also her bedroom thing. Like, maybe we just never see her bedroom. But, like, this to me I thought was the living room, but then she said she's like, I get in my bed, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, but we always see the living room, so then I was like, does she sleep in the living room? And then, so every once in a while, like, and then she hears voices in the hall. But when she heard voices in the hall, it was here. I guess we just don't see her bedroom, but it's just weird to me because it makes me feel like she sleeps in the living room. Mineo and I headed to the living room where Kazuki was watching TV. It's like, that was quick. Shut up! Nothing happened. And it probably would be quick because I don't think he's ever... Never mind. Is there a music program on or something? While wondering that, I nonchalantly look at the TV. Oh no. Stabbing someone just because your lover was taken. All of you might think that it's a little insane. However, who's looking out for the emotional state of the former lover? Jesus. People were not meant to live alone. We all need emotional support and hope to thrive. The attacker having the support yanked away from her must have felt like it was unbearable. So it gives her the right to stab another woman and hurt somebody that she claims she cared about? Then I deserve to stab her. Then her former lover should stab her and be like, because you hurt the woman I loved. And then, it's just a vicious cycle. Oh my God. When you look at it from her perspective, is her judging the victim as evil really so unreasonable? This kind of rationalization is completely unacceptable. Yeah. Hearing Ogata defend the attempted murderer yesterday boiled my blood. I reached for the remote to shut off the TV, but Mineo stopped me. When I hear him talking like that, it seems Ogata's thinking hasn't changed at all. On top of that, this incident was caused by what he said, too. Calm down. From Ogata's point of view, the media is nothing but a tool to instigate the public. But to us, he's using the media as an important source of info we can use to get to know him. We have to listen to his statements and try to figure out what he's thinking. Mineo was studying the TV so intently that I quietly set the remote on the table. Hi, Bird. Some people are saying that people should wait for Adonis to do the judging. It's true that Adonis may judge some of the evildoers that manage to escape. However, just waiting for the day of judgment is just causing yourself agony. That's what I think. Is there a difference between Adonis and us? I don't believe there's any difference. So we should be taking care of the evil we know with our own hands. Am I right? And nobody decides, like, we shouldn't talk to this guy. He's fucking crazy. That's, um, that's odd. Just a little while ago, he was supporting Adonis. But now it's not true. Oh, but that's not true now. I looked over at Mineo, and he was staring at Ogata on screen while being deep in thought. Does that mean Ogata is operating under a different ideology than Adonis? That remains to be seen. But if that is the case, our conclusions up to this point will change. The desire to judge evil is the same as Adonis's, but Adonis has declared that they, as Adonis, would judge criminals. Ogata, on the other hand, thinks that people other than Adonis should be judging. Again, what gives you the right to judge? Oh my god. It's actually pretty funny if you think about it, because it's kind of like organized religion. Well, you're a terrible person because my religion said so. Who gives you the right to judge my ass? Like, you don't get to judge me because you're, or anybody else because you're one religion and somebody's something else. Like, no! Good lord! So it's kind of like, there's some, like, deep depth when you, like, analyze it. You're like, oh, yeah, you know what I mean? This shit kind of happens. It's just not in this kind of extreme, but people do judge other people and hand judgment over on other people when, you know, because this is what my beliefs say. Well, your beliefs are not my beliefs. It's not the same thing. Now, if your belief is that murdering people is right, well, that's kind of fucked up. There's basic morality. You know, like, murder is wrong. You know, stealing things from other people is wrong. Harming other people is wrong. Not in the, like, I broke your heart and you're sad. You can get over that. I didn't fucking murder you. Like, I took away your right to live. Like, that's kind of fucked up. You know? Like, it's different. Like, so there's, like, and of course, there's always moral gray issues, but it's just kind of funny because this is like, oh, wait, you made me angry, so therefore I have the right to kill you because you made me angry. So I could, like, kill my, like, go into work and, like, shoot up the place because, well, those people didn't respect me the way they should and give me the promotion I deserved, and that's what they hurt me. And then their family has the right to then kill me because I hurt them by killing their family. And then my family can kill that. And then it's just this endless cycle. And, like, everyone's dead. So, I mean, literally, Ogata is like, everyone's gonna fucking die. Like, everyone's gonna die. So, technically, he made people think Enomoto was bad. So we can murder him and be like, because you hurt him and that made me angry. And that's acceptable. I'm just saying. We have a license to kill him now under his own beliefs. He literally just signed his own death warrant. Obviously, that's crazy. But anyway. Yeah, so Ogata thinks other people should be judging. Okay. If Ogata was a member of Adonis, why would he object to Adonis's ideology? Adonis's announcement when Ogata was on TV also seemed to dismiss Ogata's way of thinking. Ogata didn't have his memory erased like Kobayashi did. So maybe he wasn't actually with Adonis. Or maybe... Whatever the case, can't afford to just let Ogata run rampant anymore. It's about time we did something. Did something? Like what we were talking about yesterday? Yeah, I'll continue searching for the missing cops while figuring out a plan for dealing with Ogata. Alright, please don't overwork yourself. I know, you too. I read that so wrong in my head. Let me know if anything happens. I'll rush over. Yes, thank you. I saw you too and then let and underneath and I thought he was going to say like that he loved us and he didn't. I just Anyway, so this is the perfect place to stop. So I'm going to wrap this part up here. And we'll continue in the next part and see what happens. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.